My name is Alex Schrader, and my story is no different than hundreds of young teenagers throughout the country. I've always known I was different. I took dance lessons for 6 years. I chose to be in football, then dropped out to play piano, and I wasn't afraid to be in the spotlight, especially if there was sequence involved. My classmates picked up on my differences, as well as my sexuality, and so began almost 3 long years of torture. Constantly being called inappropriate names, physical assault, destruction of my personal property, and having to sit out of gym class and the locker room due to the threat of homophobic boys became a daily routine. I was even cornered and targeted outside of school grounds, and walking down the street was even scary. I couldn't report bullying due to violent backlash and lack of support from administrators. Every day was a dark journey into a hopeless situation. One night, I was attacked in a portable toilet at our freshman homecoming football game. Having to walk out, surrounded by a screaming, taunting mob of students, was the last thing I could take. I couldn't go to school anymore because I was afraid of becoming seriously hurt. And every night I secretly wished to die. This story would have had a completely different ending if it weren't for the often forgotten victims of bullying, the loving parents, siblings, and dedicated friends who suffer much retaliation for sticking up for the ones they love. These are the proud members of PFLAG, parents and friends of lesbians and gays.
The Central Minnesota chapter of PFLAG was founded in 2008 when members of our community noticed that there wasn't any support for the LGBT community and their families. Every June in Pine City, Minnesota, East Central Minnesota PFLAG, the East Central Minnesota Men's Circle, and other organizations sponsor Picnic in the Park. Pine City's Pride Picnic brings in people from all across Minnesota and shares a message that promotes the importance of family and bringing the community together. Although the picnic is known as the biggest little town pride in rural Minnesota, I know with just a little help we can make it even better. Every year we struggle to attract a younger audience, and I think if we can afford to invite a famous speaker or musician, we could attract a larger, more diverse crowd, and in turn introduce them to a large range of support they may not have known about, and help spread the awareness of LGBT-related issues.
We need you to help us grow and to reach the many scared parents and youth around this area that may not be as lucky as I am. And finally, to my fellow bullied teens, please remember that even if things seem dark and nobody is on your side, always be yourself and don't be afraid, because there are people out there who are fighting for you and who love you just the way you are. Come find us.
I think I can figure it out, but I'm gonna